talk to me like you think you can. You understand?
Look at bro face.
Don't worry about it.
Guys.
Harassing me every time I video. Bullshit. Don't call me that. Shut the up. You need to shut up.
I never understood that if you can see that somebody's frustrated and they're arguing with you and you really not like that, like you know what I'm saying? That the moment that they choose option B, which is to walk away, why would you wait to say something to them when they're 10 steps away? It's almost 9 times out of 10 guaranteed they're gonna turn around and address you and then choose option A, which is to slap you.
Don't come up to me like that. Don't do that.
I came up to you.
No, don't do
I was
that.
trying to walk around you.
No, you're not doing that.
I'm walking around you.
No, you're not. Don't walk up to me like that.
I didn't walk up
Get
to
in the
you.
elevator. Get in the elevator.
That is weird. I don't want to be here. There's not a black person in sight. What are we talking about? I am in the elevator.
Let's go. Out.
You kicked us
Come on.
out because of that?
Let's go.
Threatening me. Threat? What was the threat?
Let's go.
Get off me.
No.
Get the f off me, officer. Get off of me. I know my rights.
No, you need to go.
Get off of me.
This is your last
Get your
one.
hands off
If
me.
you don't.
You know, half the time the people who say they know their rights don't know their rights. I'm not saying she's wrong or right or whatever, but a lot of time when they say that, they really don't know their rights.
You are going to get arrested.
Because of
Do
what?
you understand?
Arrested for what?
You have been told to leave numerous times.
What?
You have
You
not.
just told me that.
You are not going to stand there and yell at her.
I want to know what I did.
We're past
You're
that.
not putting on the.
We're past that.
You didn't even look at the cameras. You're
we're-
pointing me out.
Somebody in the comment section said every stereotype fulfilled.
Without even doing that investigation.
We don't need to.
You
look
do
at
need to do
No,
that.
I do not.
I'm telling you.
Now, just imagine this: if a woman in our community acts like that with law enforcement, which there's a lot of videos like that. My black women aren't the only ones that do it. All right, to be fair, but that's exactly what it looks like when a guy is in a relationship with a black woman, as a black man, being in a relationship with black women or a black woman. When there's a disagreement, that's what it looks like most times, right there. There's no calmness. Once she started to crash out, she gonna crash out. Fortunately, my wife's not like that, and I wasn't gonna marry somebody who was like that. So it took me a while to find a person to marry, because other than that, I just wouldn't have got married. I wouldn't have got married.
Different
She
from what
wants
she
to
said.
leave. It doesn't matter.
It does matter. It's free will. That's not how this works in
It does
America.
not matter.
That's not how it works. You can't arrest me and I didn't do nothing.
You
They
need
gonna look at the camera and tell you that you was dumb as hell. I'ma sue you.
Okay.
That shit was going on wrong.
Don't even do it. There's another reason when they come.
Okay. See you, bud.
Yeah, I'm here to shaking and
Okay.
Look how she look at him. See how she look at him up and down?
And you just overly grabbed my arm. My fucking buzzing.
That's
and you can
fine.
still put me on an ankle monitor?
Who's putting you on an
This
ankle?
man on an ankle monitor.
Okay.
I got some-
You know what? He just committed a
But you
robbery.
put
the
your
other day.
hands on me so you can still put me
yeah,
on an ankle
you need
monitor.
to go.
Because I want to know why
You
they.
need to go.
Stop.
Stop. Okay.
Get the off of me. Get off of me.
Come on.
Get off of me.
Come on.
Get off of me. Get off of me.
Let's go.
You're not putting me on a fucking ankle monitor.
Stop.
Listen to me. I didn't.
If a cop can't stop her, then how can you if you're in a relationship with a woman like that?
Do nothing to her. You're not listening
That's
to me.
fine.
That's not fine. It's my
I
baby's
cannot listen
birthday.
to you if you're going to yell at me the
It's
whole
my
time.
birthday.
I
And this woman
understand.
came up to
Can
me
you
out of
stop
nowhere,
screaming?
telling me that my kids running the fucking hallway. Now you tell me I gotta leave.
You have to leave.
Because of what?
She wants you
Because
to.
she wants me to. That's
She
not
doesn't
right.
need.
Yo, she throwing a tantrum, bro. It's really crazy. It's actually crazy.
A reason.
She don't need a reason.
She doesn't.
How? That's
It's
legal?
a private.
So that's legal.
Yes, it
so that's
is.
legal. Look,
Yes,
one
it
time
is.
it's not a private fucking business.
Yes, it is. It is a private business.
And you can put your hands on me and swell me up and shit like
Not
bruising
with-
on my arm.
not-
That is a very patient officer, because most would just arrested her by then.
All right, so my sister boyfriend said nigga around me. I didn't notice it the first time. My friend noticed it, but I did notice in the same sentence that he called somebody a nigga, he was like, I need to stop doing something because that's a man's job. So that's what I was stuck on. I'm like, what the fuck? She stuck on him saying nigga. Then fast forward, it's like 4 of us right there. It's like 4 of us sitting right there. He said nigga something. I said, what? I'm looking, nobody heard it. Nobody heard this either. I said, so why you feel comfortable saying nigga? Why do you say nigga? And he was like, because I can and I always will. Relax. I'm just asking you a question. I'm genuinely concerned as to why you feel like you could say that word. That's when he's like, because my mother was a crackhead. My mother did drugs. Me. I said, your mother was a crackhead. She was a drug addict. So you feel like you can say the N-word? He's like, I grew up poor. I grew up poor. So you feel like you can say nigga? Like, don't ever associate being on drugs and being poor with being black. Don't ever disrespect me and my people. Nigga. And I'm mad as shit, because where was my people at in that room? And I'm like, did y'all not hear this? They like, no, we didn't hear anything. Dang. Where the fuck is everybody's torches and pitchforks? Am I the only person? Nigga, because I'm a nigga in a room. You are, at best, a wigger in the room. You don't come around here saying no ends and no. Not around here, buddy. Not around here, partner.
It'd be the crazy thing when you be out in public. Like, oh, I'll be honest with you. The other day I was in a grocery store. This Hispanic female. It was two Hispanic females. They were walking past me, and she was talking to her. I'm assuming it was her sister, and her sister said something to her, and she said, "Man, nigga, I don't know. That nigga, they could be tripping or something like that, or nigga, I don't know, something like that." I'm like, nigga. Crazy thing is, I don't know her, so I feel crazy checking her. If she was just nigga this, nigga that, she just kept on saying it, maybe I'd have been like, hey, yo, can you chill with the N-word, bruh? Like, I don't know why everybody want to say that joint. I get it, though. It's human nature. Something that you're not supposed to do, you tell somebody you can't do that, it make them want to do it more. That's just how people are. And it's like, the fact that black people are the only ones that can freely say it without having any type of criticism, I feel like makes other people want to say it more. But it still made me feel uncomfortable. And Hispanics, they don't look at themselves. They don't even... I can see if Hispanics felt like they were Afro-Latinos and they felt like they were black. Maybe it might be different. But a lot of Hispanics don't want... They don't even like... They don't associate with... They will not let you call them a black person. And she one of them like Selena Gomez looking type of Hispanic women. So I'm like, you not black. I'm a black man. Bro, I feel crazy hearing her say that, bro.
Stereotypes exist because there are people that fit into the stereotype. 3 black women went to a black-owned restaurant and skipped out on the bill that was $262. That's about $87 divided by 3. And the story gets worse. Prior to going to the restaurant, they filled out a reservation form and put all 3 of their information on that shit. So not only are you broke, but you're fucking stupid as well. And if you think that's all that was dumb, no, there's more. They actually tagged the restaurant in their Instagram post after they skipped out on the bill and said thanks for the free food. And after being caught and found, they put up a post on Facebook saying the reason why they left is because the restaurant took more than 10 minutes to bring their bill out. And to make things worse, one of the women that skipped out on the bill is actually a business owner. She has a restaurant where she sells tacos. Being a black business owner, going to another black business owner's restaurant and skipping out on their fucking food. Like, what is wrong with y'all?
Somebody in the comment section says stereotypes are earned, not giving. Somebody else says skipping out on the bill regardless of who owns the business is low life behavior. I try to tell people this sometimes. There's a reason why stereotypes exist, why generalizations exist. Sometimes those generalizations are based upon intentional ideas put out in the media to try to sabotage or try to make a certain group of people look a certain type of way. Right? And then sometimes it's just based on observation, right? If the media shows black people being a certain type of way all the time, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially like in the 30s and 40s, maybe that wasn't reflective of how the true black community, you know, how we were back then. But if you go to the hood and people act ghetto, that's what's to be expected. Black people do act ghetto in the hood. But if you go to a more suburban area where black people are middle class, you don't expect that because black people don't act like that there. They don't act like that. So stereotypes. Some stereotypes are real.